rumors are true. And if it doesn't happen, I'll do it my way. I don't give a care if I get sued. But if it doesn't go as everyone wants to happen, the happy ending, and it goes with a horrible ending, I'll actually take time and actually write my own script and actually get the damn thing made. I don't care. I will make it. But we'll see what happens. But it doesn't really matter because we won't know. But someone says it's gonna be a horrible ending. We'll see how horrible it is, or if it's a good ending. It'll be a great ending if I take care of it. But we'll see what happens later. I can't. I can't wait until Victoria comes back at the Crown Victoria comes production. Yep, the Crown Vic's going back in production in a couple of weeks. Dr. L.
Now, Willie, the honey. Listen, I'm not retiring. This was all just a prank on you.
How do I live this down?
After a lifetime of back off boogaloos. What the? Simpson. Hey, mate. These woods is filled with scary white people.
I tried to warn you. People hate clowns now, and the advertisers want to meet with you. What are you here for? To laugh at me? Look what you've done to me. Gotcha.
Okay, thanks for the idea, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. Maybe I will do that. But like I said, if anything goes wrong, we will be doing that. Because it doesn't really matter. I don't care. The only thing I'm gonna have is two people up my head. I'm gonna have a corporation and a person on my butt if I do that. But it's a real slim chance of that actually happening, though. Hello. I'm finishing up a conference with someone about doing something I shouldn't do, but technically, it's already done. It's going to happen. I don't care if it's one episode, but still, it's going to happen. And a lot of people are going to be happy to know I did it. Then there'll be 1,000 other people doing the same thing I'm going to do. But we have to see what happens when it happens, which will be in a few months. We got one coming. We got that happening in March. Then we got another thing happening in who knows when. The biggest concern I'm waiting for is March for Beastars to come out. That's my biggest concern. Is Beastars to come out and some other things to come out. Beastars, Amazing Del Circus, Hell of a Boss, whenever that comes out. Because I know something about Hell of a Boss. So over some in season 3, two things happened. Like something's gonna happen to Luna, and Blitzo finds out about Eminem's kid. That's all I can say at this time. That's all I can say at this time because that's all I know. Something big is gonna happen to Luna. That's all I know. Something really big is gonna happen to Luna. Which I'm thinking, why would Luna do this? I don't know. Or Butch just bullshitting us. Who knows? But if she actually does get this thing done, I'm gonna be in shock because changing, doing what this two things would happen if Luna did this. Two things will happen. I'm just not gonna say what it is because what we heard. I mean, we have heard two. Blitz said two words that made us think, okay, what the heck's happening to Luna? I can't say because I don't want to confirm or deny it, but something something different is gonna happen. Luna's gonna do some stuff that's a little awkward. Just like that. I'm not gonna tell you because I don't actually know if it's true or not. I heard. I was watching. I heard. This is a leak I heard. Okay, a person sent me a link to a leak that Blitz knows about their kid, about Eminem's kid, and something about Luna doing something that would actually have to have two things happen. It would have to do something with her look and something else. That's all I'm going to say, but that's going to be so weird because you do these two things, then you're going to have problems. Then a lot of people who have this particular thing will be in trouble because they'll know it's an older model and not a new model. Okay, that makes sense. Like it's like kind of like a car. Okay, you have a car, same year, same name, same model, but the new model came out and you have an older model. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. And you're part of the community I'm part of. You don't want to know, but if you're part of something, I'm not gonna say what because I am technically one of these things. They'll know that you are that person, but you're an older model, not the newer model. Not have a modern, not have the current model. Does that make sense? You have an older model of something, but the newer model came out. It looks totally different from the older model. Does that make sense? I guess not. That's the biggest concern I have, actually. And everyone will have a problem with this, so will I. So what? And I'm surprised Blitz would even let this thing even happen to Luna. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, it's surprising. Because even I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't let my kid do this. If my kid wanted to do this thing, you can do this thing if you're out of my house. You can do this thing. The Eagle costs $4,000 brand new. And guess what? It's a piece of crap. The Eagle is a piece of crap. A brand new car these days go for 15. So yeah. What's that behind you? Nothing. It's the quality here is cruddy. It's dark out. The quality is a little cruddy, but yeah. The thing is though, like Boss season 3, whenever it comes out, we don't got Prime, so we'll get it on YouTube like everyone else will get it. But yeah, I don't know when season 3 is coming out, but season 3 is going to be surprising. Beastars comes out in March. Mansell Circus comes out in March. So we got some things coming out in March that we're gonna wait for. But yeah.
China's car industry is killing it at the moment.
I need to turn this down a little bit. I could drive a Snyder. Wait, I can get a Snyder. I can buy a Snyder because it's a motorcycle, and I can legally drive one of those on the roads. It's also named after a governor of Michigan, a previous governor of Michigan. Not only known as Pretzel, it's also known as a governor of Michigan. No, you didn't. I have some weird stuff happen before in this house. And I had someone show up to take a look at it and found out it was just dust. I had a person that, I'm not going to say what they were, but had some people, when I first moved here, I had some creepy stuff happening. I called some people that take care of the problem. They told me it's just dust and nothing else. Or it's asbestos and nothing else. They told me you're okay. I said, okay. They said, a lot of people buy new houses have this problem. They think it's something, but it's actually dust. So that cost me a few bucks. They had to do they had their job up the road. It was real bad. They said this will only cost me $10. Oh, I paid $10 for fuel. So yeah. But yeah, biggest concern is what's happening this March. We got 2 things happening in March, which can't wait for.
Very hard rev limit. Oh, it revs. It's a rev limit at 4,000 RPM. Especially when it's cold. Oh my goodness gracious. The engine gets back here. This is rear engine.
I wouldn't mind having a Cherry engine. Cherry, that's a different story. That's a story for. Okay, that's a video we have to talk about later. We'll talk about it in a little bit about Cherry. Not the car company Cherry, the clone fruit computer thing. And it's something that Apple did back in the 80s and 90s. That's it for the video.
Oh yeah, there is the engine. It's a lovely little 2-cylinder Cherry engine. If it looks brand new, it's because it is brand new. And also the car only has 300 miles on it. This is the nicest example of a Snyder you'll ever see. Making to the engine is a 4-speed manual transmission, again driving the rear wheels. Too high in here. But I ran out of revs in third. What am I gonna do? Coming right back up. Put the seat down. Put the seat back up, guys. This feels
Hey,
better than I expected. Like a lot better.
I wouldn't mind having a Snyder. I could drive a car. I could drive a scooter or a motorcycle with no legal problems. All I need is a little license plate, and there we go. I really want a Robin. I prefer a Robin. I'll take a Robin over a Snyder, maybe. Huh. So yeah, guys, we're just talking about random stuff, but yeah. But okay, we'll talk about this thing about the fruit cloning process online back in the 80s and 90s, where Apple sued everyone. One company survived. Cherry survived, or else did not. But that's for the story. Like Pineapple, there's a Pineapple computer. It lost. It got sold. It got sued. Just here, Pineapple, Cherry, any type of fruit or vegetable that was a computer clone got sued by Apple in the 80s and 90s. But Cherry survived. Cherry still makes computer keyboards. Surprising. Yeah. Pineapple was the biggest clone. Pineapple, cherry, grape. Anything was a fruit or vegetable that was named after a computer got sued by Apple in the 80s and 90s. Because they're Apple, they're like a mixture of IBM and Apple clones. So yeah, that's a future video. Actually, another YouTube video on that video about how every single fruit computer, like the grape, the cherry, or the apple, or whatever was made, it was someone made one of those a while back, a video on that. But yeah, that's for someone else's YouTube channel to talk about that. That how Apple and IBM got sued a lot of companies for making clones of their computers. Someone made a cheaper version of the apple. They called it a cherry, or they called it a grape, or was it peach? I have a guy look into it, but yeah, there's a a lot of cherries. There's a lot of pineapples and grapes made. Even a couple pineapples were made too, and Apple owned the rights to those, so they sued a lot of people. So yeah. There's another one over there. Look, another barge. Did I mention
it's really windy out. How windy is it, you ask? This windy.
There goes your hat, Robert.
My trip is ready. And I picked up this unsanitary stick to eat it with. Fantastic. The fork is terrible, but you know, the food's good. Factor meals are always.
You never heard of this thing called a dollar store, Robert? Robert, I would have went to the dollar store and got a fork. So yeah, like I said, that's I'm just watching this random stuff, doing a random video for fun. But yeah, there's a couple things that we are going to be doing this year. Who knows when you start animation this year or next year? I got some writing stuff done with. I have to write 2 more episodes or something. 1 more episode or something. That's it. So we'll see what happens.
Obviously, the design focus of this vehicle was to be cheap, to be as cheap as possible. So the materials aren't very good, and there's not very many amenities. I'm not telling you anything you didn't already guess. The doors, they don't have any details. The window is of the hand crank variety. This is, of course, very hard. The steering wheel is miscolored around the edges. Ignore the steering wheel cover. And it doesn't look like an airbag wheel. It isn't. Look at the wood trim on the dash. How convincing. And the dash is very well screwed together. The worst part, though, is this glove box is, it's so bad. And this is what happens when you try to repair inside the door. It just breaks. The center console, also adorned in this incredibly convincing wood burl, is barely attached. I could just lift straight up. I don't know if it came from the factory this way or someone's been messing with it, but it is not attached. And inside, that is space in there. Feels so cheap. My arch nemesis, a roundabout.
I hate roundabout. You're right, roundabout, Robert.
You know what? You handled that too well. I'm upset. It didn't feel like my life was at risk. 300 miles in this thing and the seat's flaking apart. It's oops. I shouldn't have scraped at it. Oops. Oh, look at that. More disintegrating seat materials. How surprising. I am actively shaving pieces off of it. Cool. Hey, the red light is lifted from 4,000 to 5,000. Yay! Oh, fuck. It absorbs that cloud. It's very floaty. Everything that can yellow has yellowed, like the door handles up there, the door panel inserts, those have yellowed. Surprisingly, not only does it have a sunroof, but the sunroof has not yellowed around the edges. This little dome light, oh, by the way, the sun visors are still in the factory shipping plastic wrapping. How crazy is this? The dome light surround, that's nice and yellowed. Here's your shifter. It's not the tightest shifter. Like I said, it is a 4-speed manual with reverse. There's so much space between third and fourth gear. I hit red line in third, then I go into fourth, and it bogs down. Anything else to tell, or will I have to have it? That's a heck of a racket back there. It's doing it. It smells incredibly hot, but it's doing it. Just like car insurance, you get peace of mind. I'm gonna need that. You are. You really, really are.
Where's that car? I think I'll stick with the Robin.
No secret, just equipment. Make our customers last the same day. Get 2 pairs of glasses for $99 the same day.
Cut the vein off your hand. You look prettier. But like I said, everyone like me is waiting for the episode 8 to come out with Major Circus, but who knows? It's almost 8 o'clock.
2 cup holders. Woohoo! On your center console that isn't attached very well or at all, you've got 2 12-volt outlets here. You have the space for things. You have extremely well-labeled switches, and I don't say that sarcastically. You have a radio by Aovasi. Yes. Radio with an SD card slot and a USB port. Nope. Off. Please off. Thank you. Oh, that was horrible. I just noticed this. Instead of a door handle like every other seat has, the driver's seat has a sunglasses holder.
That's different.
Look at this. I mean, you can't see in there, but it's a sunglasses holder. This is a lovely detail on the dash. It looks like an airbag out. It isn't. There's no airbag in there. It's just a design feature to look like it. Also, a design feature to look like a defroster vent. That's a nice touch. I like that. The 4 gauges I have in front of me are a tachometer. It has a tachometer. It has a speedometer. It's only in miles per hour, so don't take it across the Mexican border or the Canadian border. It has a coolant jet gauge, a fuel gauge, an odometer, and a tripometer, and oh my god. You also have such niceties as hazard light switch, blinker stock with headlight controls. Although I'm confused, I thought this was the headlight control. We'll investigate that in a second. And then the wiper stock over here. In the U.S., for a 3-wheeled car to be considered road legal, you have to have a center mount headlight because it's a motorcycle. So that's probably why the lighting controls are all screwy in here. If I twist the blinker stock lighting control, the parking light net on, that turns on the center mount headlight. But if I hit the headlight switch that's labeled in the center, it turns on the 2 outer headlights. And then there's also the fog light, which turns on the fog light. Oh, scary times. Scary times. Proper highway speed. Okay, now it's starting to move around a little bit. It's just the knowledge that I could sneeze, turn the wheel, and then end my life very quickly. One of the more surprising aspects of the Snyder to me is the construction of the body. I expected panels like this with all of the curvatures and everything to be plastic. It's not.